Robbie's got a gold watch. Don't seem like a whole lot after 30 years of driving up and down the interstate. But Robbie's had a good life, and Robbie's got a good wife.
What's going on, my people? Oh man, we're over here on Highway 80 between Selma, Alabama and Demopolis, Alabama. Westbound and down. So we'll have a little daylight coming on us here pretty soon. We're headed westbound, so we won't be seeing a beautiful sunrise. But I don't know. I've been in a little bit of a funk lately because I don't know. I'm not gonna say I got my feelings hurt because that's not true. I got a little ticked off that, you know, YouTube would take down my video because I had an opinion. You know, I think it's okay for me as a U.S. American citizen, a U.S. Army veteran, someone who loves this country, to say, hey, I don't think someone should lose their job because they don't want to undergo a medical procedure. I mean, suppose you got fired from your job because you got pregnant. Would that be okay? I don't think so. So that was part of it. And then, you know, it's kind of like anybody that has been watching my channel long enough and knows me knows that I don't wear a seatbelt. I don't believe I should have to wear a seatbelt. It's my life, it's my decision. It's my body, my choice. Right? Alright, am I right? Am I right? Huh? Huh? Come on now. Come on. My body, my choice. Me wearing a seatbelt or not wearing a seatbelt, who does it hurt? Nobody but me. So if you're sitting next to me and you have your seatbelt on, how does me not having mine on affect you? How does me having mine on affect you? Apparently the only way your seatbelt works is if my seatbelt is fastened. Just replace the word seatbelt with that word that starts with V and ends with scene. And so I asked that question, right? So I don't know if it was that or the other part about people getting fired, one or the other, or maybe a combination of both. They took down my video. I don't see how that's medical disinformation. That's opinion. It's asking questions. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. I keep hearing, follow the science, follow the science. All right, what is science? Stop for a second and ask yourself, what is science? It's doing experiments. It's trying to find stuff out. It's asking questions. That's what science is all about. Asking questions, getting answers. So since we're asking a question, you go against the rules. That makes no damn sense. You should be allowed to ask questions. And I just asked a simple question. How does me wearing my seatbelt affect what, you wearing your seatbelt? If you want to wear your seatbelt, wear your seatbelt. But I shouldn't have to wear my seatbelt in order for your your seatbelt to work. And there again, replace the word seatbelt with, you know, that other word that I can't say. So, I don't know. It drives me crazy, the censorship world that we live in. And YouTube will never be run by bipartisan people. They'll always be Democrats. Right over there. That is a catfish processing plant. And it wasn't the picture of the catfish on the sign that gave it away. I used to pick up catfish there and take them out with us. But anyway, I know I wanted to do a big 500 video thing, but I'm just gonna put that on hold. You know, I'll do a special episode later, maybe. I mean, I don't know if they count shorts as videos or not. I don't even know. I don't care. It ain't no big deal. It's more important for me that your voice, my voice, everybody's voice is heard. I don't like it when people get bullied. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that we can't all have an equal voice. I don't like it when people aren't treated equally. I mean, we're all Americans. We should all be treated equally. Man, woman, child, black, white, yellow, green, red. You know, it shouldn't matter if you're a man or woman, color of your skin. We should all be treated equally. I agree with that 100%. But I don't want any special treatment because I'm white or because I'm a man. And I don't want nobody else to get special treatment over somebody else. Not necessarily over me, but over anybody. It's not good for that person. And it's not good for the person giving that special treatment because you're not getting the best. And so you're going to end up suffering for it in the long run. Think about it, right? I mean, if you had a company, wouldn't you want the very best people, regardless of what they look like? I don't know. That's a different topic for a different day, I guess. But what I'm saying is I want everybody's voice to be heard. And I feel like conservatives, people that have the opinion of life is sacred and should not be snipped out of your belly because it's inconvenient for you. And they always say, it's my body, my choice. That's right. You had a choice to spread your legs or not spread your legs, to use birth control or not use birth control. Well, I got raped. It wasn't my fault. Okay, you raped. Did they take your brain out too when they raped you? I mean, you do know they have this thing called the morning after pill, right? So, I don't know. I hate to see a life taken because somebody feels inconvenienced. You know. give you a good example, okay? Well, I could give you a really good example, but I won't do that. It's too personal. But I'll give you this example. Oh God, I'm so terrible with names. Oh, this woman is awesome. I love her. Crap. What's that lady's name? She's a professor at Vanderbilt. Carol Swain. Why the heck couldn't I remember her name? Anyway, Professor Carol Swain, brilliant woman, master's degrees, doctorate degrees, super smart lady. And she didn't do it the traditional way. She didn't go to college, get all these degrees, get married, have children. She got married, had children, and she still went on to be this phenomenal professor. Super smart woman. Not only did she do this as a woman, she did it as a black woman. So don't tell me because you're black you have to get an abortion. You know, or I gotta get an abortion if I want to have a life or go to college. No, you don't. And she didn't have nobody handing her pocket some money to pay for all this stuff. She had to work her way through all these degrees. You know, it wasn't just given to her. So don't use a baby as an excuse that you can't do something. Oh, I can't do something because I'm having a baby. No, you can still do it. You know. I know that's an unpopular opinion by some people, but I don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I have not always had this view, believe it or not. But in my younger days, I actually thought abortion was okay, no big deal, you know. And then as I got older and I learned more about it and I became more mature, I understood what was actually happening, you know. And but here's the one thing that kills me, okay? And I want you to think about this and think about it logically and be honest with yourself. Why doesn't Democrats and anybody else who pushes for abortion on demand or whatever, they push so hard that they would have a guy fly all the way across the country, take a gun and all this, a hammer, tools, and try to go to a Supreme Court justice's house to assassinate him. If you are that damn crazy about abortion, I want you to answer this question. Why are you pushing abortion and not even mentioning birth control? How come nobody is saying we need to provide free birth control? It needs to come out dispensers and bathrooms like they do tampons or whatever, or they used to or whatever. I don't know if they still do or not. I've heard they do. I saw an episode on Mom one time where Bonnie went into the ladies' room, come back out with a handful of tampons, and she said, the tampon dispenser's broke, score! She got this big handful of tampons. And then she starts handing them out, smoke them if you got them, ladies. Or something like that. And anyway, I know that's, some of you may not watch that TV show. I love it. I think it's funny as hell. But anyway, so they give out free hygiene products like that. Why can't they give out condoms for free? I mean, well, they used to. I don't know if they still do. My wife works at a clinic, and I remember her telling me, or she used to work at a clinic when we first got married, and she had all these condoms in a big bowl. They would just give them out. And so, I mean, if you can give out condoms, you can give out other stuff, you know. So I don't understand. And if you can give out a free vaccine that's costing us billions of dollars, why can't you give out free diaphragms or whatever that other stuff is that women use? I'll be honest with you, I'm not smart when it comes to contraceptions. I've never studied them or practiced, what all that stuff is. But what I'm saying is, and before you dish on me for not knowing a lot about contraceptives, I've never needed them, okay? There's a reason I don't have any children. So, contraceptions is nothing I've never needed. So that's why I don't know a lot about them. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not giving out a lot of details. But what I'm saying is, why don't they, and they want to pay for abortion too. That's another thing. Democrats, they want free abortions on demand, right? Why not free contraceptions on demand? They push for the abortion of killing an innocent baby, but they won't push for free contraceptive. Why? Why? Doesn't that bother you? Doesn't that make you want to go, hey, why not? Why wouldn't they push for free contraception? But they push for abortion on demand. Free, but not contraceptive. Why? I want to know why. Does anybody know? I can't imagine a logical reason why they wouldn't want to hand out free contraception the way they want to hand out free abortions. But they never even mention it. It's never even uttered. And it ain't just politicians that don't mention it. People in the news, conservative and liberal. Fox News, CNNBC, whatever it is, MSDNC, CNN, the Clown News Network. None of these networks, none of them have even mentioned the word free contraception. Nobody. Why? Why is that such a taboo thing to say? I don't understand. Please, somebody educate me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have got off on such a rant. I'll be so glad when this freaking election is over with. So, speaking of elections, Georgia, Herschel Walker, Raphael Warnock. I'm not worried about Brian Kemp. He's going to mop the floor with Stacey Abrams. She's the stupidest in, I don't know what you want to, I mean, just, she's the worst candidate for anything I've ever seen. She has no business serving in public office. She is an idiot. She said that the heartbeat that you hear when you do an ultrasound is manufactured. It's not real. Are you serious? Sorry about my language. I hope I bleeped that out. Anyway. And so I'm not worried about her and Brian Kemp. I know Brian Kemp's going to mop the floor with her. But Herschel Walker, they're going to town on him right now because he paid for an abortion and all this other stuff. You know the one thing they haven't said when they say that he paid for an abortion? There's a couple of things. But here's the biggest thing they won't talk about when they talk about him having an abortion. They won't talk about when it happened. Did it happen when he was in college? Did it happen when he played pro football? Did it happen last week? Did it happen last year? They won't give a timeline on when it happened. You know what my guess is? My guess is this happened a decade ago. If I had to guess, I would say it happened at least a decade ago. Do you know how long he's been out of professional football? A long daggum time. So, what I'm saying is, people change. People like myself, their views on, once they get educated and learn more about something, their views change. Look at President Trump. He is a perfect example. In his younger days, he was a Democrat. He donated money to Hillary and Bill Clinton. You know, and then he saw how the sausage was made, so to speak, I guess. He saw what was going on with the Democrat Party, the way they kept going further and further left and just going nuts. And he's like, whoa, 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 no, I'm not about that. And so he changed course. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with changing course. But you can't do it in the middle of a damn campaign like old Fetterman up there in Pennsylvania. One year he's against fracking. I've never been for fracking. And then the next year when he sees that how the tides have changed, he's like, oh yeah, I support fracking. No, you don't. You never did. You said you did. You can't keep flip-flopping back and forth. It's one thing if you meant it. And that's another thing. If he's for fracking, how about all you libs that are voting for him because he's against fracking? Are you now going to change your vote? Are you going to stay home and not vote for him? He said he's for fracking, and you're not for fracking, right? Because you're a liberal idiot. So, I don't know. A lot of it just doesn't make sense to me. But hey, if Herschel Walker did that, I'll bet money it was over 10 years ago. And people can change in 10 years, you know. But regardless if that's what he believes in then, he doesn't believe in it now. And I don't know. It's like I've always said, I've been saying this, you have to vote for the lesser of two evils. Because Republican, Democrat, they're all the same. You can't trust a politician. So, I don't know. I know I kind of been bouncing around on the board around about a lot of this stuff, but there's just so much on my mind when I'm going down the road, I'm thinking, and it just, I don't know. A lot of times I'll sit here and debate with myself and I'll try to play both sides of it, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you people, when you're out here on the road and you're driving hundreds of miles every day, it's not hard for your imagination to start, you know, moving around, and you start having conversations with yourself, and you're talking about stuff and thinking, trying to figure stuff out. You have time to think about stuff. You'd be surprised how many inventions I've come up with out here on the road with just free time to think. And I just never got them patented. I should have done got some of them patented by now. But well, we're in Demopolis, Alabama. Demop, Alabama. Or in the words of Kid Rock, Alabama. Bum, 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 bum. But anyway, I'll try to end this on a positive note, okay? I voted. I want you to get out and vote. Because we all need to vote. We all have to participate. We all have to try and move this country forward in a positive way. And my biggest thing is this. If you don't play the lottery, you can't bitch because somebody else won. If you don't vote, you can't bitch because so-and-so is in office. Unless you vote, in my opinion, this is my opinion, you don't have the right to get out here and complain. Because you had a chance to vote, your vote could have made a difference, but you didn't take the time to participate. If you're in the hospital, get an absentee ballot. If you're traveling, get an absentee ballot. There's no excuse for people not to vote. Don't tell me you couldn't get an ID. I don't want to hear that bull crap. Anybody and everybody can get an ID. Do you know how many IDs I have? I have so many IDs. I have my veterans medical card ID. I have my driver's license ID. I have my concealed carry ID. I have a passport ID. I'm trying to think if I had another one. There are so many forms of ID out there. Go get you one. Preferably a concealed carry. Everybody else needs to be carrying a weapon. But anyway, we'll go ahead and end the note on a positive note. Let's play a little music from one of my favorite people. She is so positive. She is so upbeat. I love this woman. She has a positive attitude about just about everything. She's sweet as sugar. And she's just an awesome all-around lady. She has an awesome husband. And together they are one of the nicest, sweetest, awesomest couples ever. And I think the world of them. They're real good people. Miss Erica Callahan and her awesome husband, Mr. Condon. Two great people. I've had the pleasure to meet a couple of times and call them friends. So we're going to play a little bit of Erica. Blow them pipes out, Erica. Show us some of that talent. She can sure enough sing, man. I love her singing. It's really good. So y'all listen to my girl, Erica. And like I said, we're going to make it through this. We just got to stay positive. We got to keep moving ahead, people. Keep moving forward. Don't give up. Keep punching that ballot. Keep punching that windshield. You know, if your truck is on fire, you need to get out. Y'all stay safe. I love you guys. And I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings when I say what I say. I'm just talking from my heart and speaking truth. Truth is the best disinfectant. So here we go. Sing it, Erica. Sing it, girl.